Um, so this is in the business district with the Riverwalk mixed use overlay district on top of that. And typically in the business district, you're allowed to do 20 units to the acre or 1 unit for every 2,178 gross feet of square footage. And with the Riverwalk mixed use overlay district, this is where the density bonuses have been incorporated into this overlay district and also the Victoria Village one. So specifically in the Riverwalk mixed use district is the density of 20 units to the acre in the underlying business district is allowed to increase with either incorporating 100% of commercial into the ground floor, or if you do 20% of the units are attainable housing, 80% AMI. And when we initially sat down with these guys, we talked, is it going to be two phases? Is it going to be one phase? Now they've decided it's going to be one phase, but how we looked at this project was we pretty much divided that property into two. And we looked at the density bonuses because they were asking for two different density bonuses that meet the criteria that I just mentioned, but it's separate criteria. So the one adjacent to Highway 40 with 100% of commercial on the ground floor, the code allows an increase to 40 units to an acre, which, I mean, if you're interested, it is instead of 1 unit for every 2,178, it's 1 unit for every 1,089 square feet. So they actually could do 13 units in that front by doing 100% commercial on the ground floor. So in the rear unit, with the incorporation of 20% of the 10 units being deed restricted, which would be deed restricted rental, which would be a modification, and Antoinette, the town clerk, and I have discussed this. We do have a deed restriction program, but that's mainly for sale product. So this would be a modification to that. And we're kind of working through the kinks as we move through this process right now. But with the incorporation of 20% affordable housing, that actually allows 60 units to the acre, which again, if you're interested, it's 1 unit for every 726 square feet with a possibility of 19 units there. And again, they're proposing 10. But, you know, when you talk about this density bonus, you also need to keep in mind all of the rest of the development standards, the parking, the open space. So yeah, exactly. So there's another portion of the code in conjunction with the density bonuses that if you're doing a mixed use like this project adjacent to Highway 40, the residential units cannot exceed 75% of the gross land area. And they've met that as well.